We are back home from the Children's Museum. It was a fun time. Did you have a good time? Did you have fun? Yeah? What are you eating? Chicken? And a Sprite? Yeah. If she had both hands free, she would sign language chicken, but whatever. It's fine. Yeah. We're back home. We stayed for a little bit. It's so funny. Rainey and I are so much alike. She sent me a text when I got home, and she was like, "Thank you so much for inviting us to the Children's Museum." She's like, "I'm sorry I wasn't a great conversationalist." She's like, "I didn't realize how exhausted I was." And I was like, "No, girl." I was like, I knew I wasn't being a conversationalist either. I just had a lot going on in my brain. So it's just funny. Her and I are both like right in sync with each other. What is that? Oh, okay. I thought that was my hair, but that's not my hair. But yeah, y'all. Okay, so you know that Emerson, well, maybe you know, maybe you don't know. I'm not really sure. But Emerson leaves next week. So like a week and 2 days away from now. For Guatemala, she's going to lead 2 teams. Well, she's leading one team there and meeting another team for the second week. So she'll be there for like two or 2.5 weeks. Anyways, it's a really big deal. Like, they've been planning this since January or February. Anyways, back in March, in fact, I think it was like March 23rd or 24th, we realized her passport was about to expire. So literally the next day or two, her and I went to our local post office and we applied for a new passport. Today is June 12th, and we still don't have a passport. Still do not have a passport. In fact, 2 of her other friends that are going on the trip with her, same situation. They went the beginning of March to apply for a passport, and they still don't have it. So we are scrambling around. She has contacted our state representative's office, and they were able to check into it. And of course, all they say, the passport people, the government people, not the sweet lady that's been helping us at our state representative's office, is it's in process. They have all the supporting documents, and they don't know when it will be finalized and sent. So like it's being processed right now, whatever that means. Like, we could have it in 2 days, or we could have it in 2 weeks. We're not sure. So we're like, well, we can't chance it. So went ahead and made an appointment at the New Orleans office tomorrow morning at 8 a.m. to go and get her a passport. Apparently you can go there and apply for one, and they'll mail it to you within 2 business days. Now, New Orleans is like 4.5 hours from here, and New Orleans is not a safe place. And so Stan does not want me taking Emerson. He would rather drive her himself, which I totally understand. But they have to leave here at about 3 a.m. in the morning to go and get a passport. It's so frustrating because you've got some people who will get their passport back in 3 to 4 weeks. You've got some people, and the majority are saying, yeah, we were getting ours back in about 8 weeks. And then here we are 11 and a half weeks later or something like that. Still don't have passports. So it's just really frustrating, the lack of consistency. Anyways, it's just consuming my brain, and it's really stressing Emerson out, very much so. Sure, I wish we would have known back in January that her passport was about to expire, but we didn't know. As soon as we did know, we immediately headed to the post office. We didn't waste time. So that's really stressful, and I hate seeing Emerson stressed, and she's been taking care of it all herself. Like, she has done a major new adulting things, planning this trip, dealing with all the finances and the air flights and like all the things, and she's just to the point where she's like, I just want to get there and do what we're supposed to do, So we've got that, and then Stan's dad, he's just been in a health crisis mode, I think, for the past 7 or 8 months, I think since November. Anyways, he's on hospice at his home, and he's expected to pass probably within a day or two. And it's been challenging caring for him at his home, just because he's constantly mumbling and grumbling and trying to talk but can't talk, and kind of doesn't want to sit still. It's like he has energy, but he doesn't have energy. He can't physically get out of his bed, but he's constantly trying to sit up or trying to remove wires and things like that. So Stan, in the midst of working, he's been over there helping his mom take care of his dad. Oh, I'm going to get emotional. Anyways, it's just a lot lately. And, so, Mika, are you staring at me? Am I going to cry? Every time one of us cries in the house, she immediately goes and gets a napkin for our eyes. It's so sweet. But I'm good. I'm good. So my mom has walked this road before in caring for her mom and dad until their last breath. And so thankfully I called her, and she's been a great support to Miss Betty and Mr. David through this whole thing. Excuse you. She just belched. And so she went over there yesterday. Mika, excuse you. She went over there yesterday to help Miss Betty. She stayed the night, and she's just such a wonderful blessing, because I don't know that I could handle Mr. David. And Stan is handling as much as he possibly can with work and just with, managing it all. So anyways, he probably has a day or two left, I'm sure, and then he'll pass. And so we've got that going on. And then Stan and I have our 25th wedding anniversary is coming up in October, which is a big deal. And we canceled our family vacation this August because we're in the midst of fundraising for our Bulgaria adoption. We've always had the motto of, in the midst of fundraising for an adoption, we will forego family vacation. So we have foregone family vacations, let's see, two or three times. And so since we're in the middle of raising money for Bulgaria adoption, we just made the decision that we were just going to skip out on a family beach vacation this year, which really sucks. But it's worth it, right? We do hard things because we know that what's on the other end of it is even greater than a family vacation. It's one that matters for life, adoption. So the kids rarely ever complain about having to skip out on a vacation. Sure, every once in a while they'll be like, I wish we were going to the beach this year. And I'm like, yeah, me too. But anyways, so Stan and I, our 25th wedding anniversary is coming up in October. And again, we have said, we're not going to take a vacation. I have the mama guilt. I'm going to cry again. I'm just emotional. I just have the mama guilt in like planning a trip for me and Stan when I didn't give my kids a trip, and even a kid, they need trips. They need vacations. They need to get away from the, day in and day life back at home and school and work and all the things. But that was kind of one thing that I was struggling with, was planning Stan and I a little anniversary trip, very much needed, very much deserved, because our kids didn't get a vacation. But 2 days ago, I was sitting there thinking about it. I'm like, you know what? 25 years deserves a trip. It's been a hard year. Stan has really been, it's been a lot for him and his sister to care for his mom and dad. They wouldn't have it any other way. And they have done an amazing job doing so, but it's been stressful. And I know that once we bring Lily Grace home from China, and I know that once we bring home a Bulgaria baby, there won't be any trips for mom and dad for a long time. But next year, we can take the whole family on a family vacation. So I'm like, you know what? We need a trip. I have a little extra money that has come in through YouTube and some sponsorships. And I'm like, we can use that little bit of money to pay for us a little vacation. And so literally within the past 24 hours, we've been trying to decide that stuff, because we need to get it in motion, reserve all the things, do what we need to do. But big decisions, that are, you know, just feel guilty leaving my kids. Stupid. I mean, it's not stupid. It's a mother thing, you know, but it's just a lot. So Stan's like, what are we going to do? We need a book. We need to do this. And I'm like, I know, but my brain is fried right now. And I know his brain is fried. So 2 fried brains aren't functioning very well right now. But let me open that book. Okay. So, you know, these challenges, these frustrations that we face and that you face, everyone faces, right? We are not alone in this. You know, can really drive you batty at times. But I think you have to keep the main thing the main thing. And that is what I just keep telling myself. And that's what I've told Emerson over and over. The goal is to get you to Guatemala to walk out this journey that God clearly has laid before you. To get these young people to another country to see a different way of life, a way of life that they couldn't imagine or fathom living. Our goal is to get them to Guatemala to do this mission work and to touch people's lives, and in the process, the Lord is going to move in them and touch them and transform them. That's the whole goal, is that all of this is about serving Christ while you're serving others. And you just kind of have to keep the main thing the main thing. You know, same thing with adoption, like all the paperwork, all the repetitive, stupid paperwork. You have to remember what is on the other end of it. What is your goal here? Our goal is not to just do paperwork just to drive ourselves batty and take up our time, right? It's on the other end of it is an orphan's life, an orphan who needs a family. So just keep the main thing the main thing. If you're going through a hard season, just know, think about what's on the other end of it, and why are you doing what you're doing? Why are you choosing to continue to power through those obstacles, those challenges? I'm sure there's a greater purpose on the other end of it. So you just got to keep that at the forefront of your mind. So it's my little pep talk for the day. My little pep talk for the day. So anyways, for that reason, that's why I wasn't a great conversationalist today either. And Rainey's growing twins. Like she's exhausted. And you could tell it on her little face today. Like she was just tired, and she didn't realize how tired she was. But y'all, a couple days ago, we threw her an amazing baby shower here at my house. And it was so dang cute. So the invitation was expecting 2 cuties. And the whole theme was around oranges, little cuties. And it was just so sweet. And we got so many compliments on it. We had a brunch. So we had it at 10:30 in the morning. So we had like breakfast casserole, pigs in a blanket, muffins. My mom made an amazing orange sherbet punch. We had some quiche. And lots of people showed up. And if you know anything about my house, the living space like right here is not huge. And so I mean, we were just like swarming bees. Like there were women everywhere, but it was so good. I mean, I was just so thrilled that so many people showed up for Rainey. So yeah, so we had that, and it was so much fun, and I'm just thankful that we were able to do that for her and with her, and so thankful, so very thankful. But Rainey's feeling good other than exhaustion. The babies are due August 7th. But the doctors are saying if they don't come before, they'll probably induce her around July 20th, somewhere right around there. So she really only has a few weeks left. And you know, there's just so much nesting and so many things that she wants to get done, but her energy levels are just super low, as you can imagine. And she's got a 3-year-old at home. Bless you. She has a 3-year-old at home and an 18-month-old. So, yeah. But super excited. And I think, y'all, in my last vlog, I think that I told y'all I was redoing my bathroom. And can I just say it turned out amazing. So let me show you real quick. Okay, here is our bathroom. Look at that gorgeous wallpaper. I don't know how well the coloring is in here, but there's kind of an up close. I got that wallpaper from Wayfair. I think it was like $55 for that, and I had a lot left over actually, but I didn't want to wallpaper the entire bathroom because it is such a small space. So that one accent wall I feel like is just gorgeous. And I got this light fixture off of Amazon, got the mirror at Target, and then I found this greenery at TJ Maxx, and I found that little tray at TJ Maxx. And then I bought these little jars that you can put whatever you want in those off of Amazon. Soap dispenser off of Amazon. This is off of Amazon. And a little candle from TJ Maxx. And then Stan was gracious enough to replace the faucet as well, just to kind of upgrade it a little bit. I love the color of the cabinets. It's really like a moody blue. It's not a cool blue. It's more of a moody. And then I love my shower curtain. I got that off of Amazon as well for like $20. And I love that I got a 78-inch length because you could raise it up and it just makes it look a little more grand, a little more big. Now I do need to get a black mat to go there, so that's the last thing I've got to get. But I love it so much. So yeah, it's beautiful, beautiful. So that's it for today, y'all. That was really a mouthful. We kind of told them a lot, didn't we? But it was a good day. It was fun to get out and do something different. We had planned to swim today and yesterday, but it's been raining and cloudy, so maybe tomorrow. Mika has learned how to swim on her own. I mean, we don't let her go in the deep end just yet, but you like to swim? Yeah, you're good at it. So we're going to close it out here, and I've got to go get the boys. They have been volunteering at our church working with VBS. Yeah, they've been like camp leaders, I guess you could say. It's just like from like 8 to 2 or something like that. So we've got to go pick them up soon. And we've got to try to call the passport people back. Can you do that for me? Oh, okay. Good. All right. All right. Well, thank y'all for joining us. If you haven't subscribed, just go ahead and do that now. Tell them to subscribe. Subscribe. What was that? So we'll see you next time. Bye. Bye. Good job.